Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Ghosting with Anya. I'm your host, Anya Smith. Also, the author of Anya's Ghost Stories Volume 1 and 2. I'm still working on my book. So last week I didn't do my podcast because I was on vacation, and sorry about that clearing my throat. Clearly something is inside my throat that wants to come out. So today's ghost story is the train that skipped the station. That is the new one. Before we get started on this ghost story, let me tell you something that about my experience. So I was in Kabul for a week with my boyfriend. So we actually went to Kabul for Christmas vacation. It was amazing. So if you guys love it, you can go down there if you want to or not. Anyway, let me move this a bit. Here we go. That way you guys can see if you want to. I'm just trying to make sure the camera has been adjusted, or the laptop or whatever, but So anyway, when we got to Cabo, we got there safely, and we got dropped off at the hotel called Fairfield by Marriott Hotel in Cabo. So we got checked in, we got our stuff settled. Then we went to the beach. Let me tell you something. There is definitely something going on that beach. So our first day, which is December 7th, and we saw this little restaurant. It's like a little shack, but I think it's called the Oasis restaurant. It has like fish and stuff, but I had chicken fingers and fries for lunch, and Chris had some kind of seafood. It's Oasis Seafood Restaurant. So it's in Cabo, St. Lucas. So a few feet away from the restaurant, it's the beach. And the beach is called Medano Beach. And we were there in Cabo for like a week. And we decided to explore the entire freaking city. So we were hungry, and it was so hot out, I could have passed out. But we decided to sit down at the restaurant called Oasis. And we got some food and got some drinks to go with. We hung out at the beach for almost a couple hours. We didn't go swimming until the next day. So, yeah, we went swimming. It was fun. And we got also a little bit of shopping. We've gone to other restaurants for lunch and dinner. We got souvenirs. And you know what? I actually got the new thing. I actually got a new keychain. This is actually a keychain. It's called Los Cabos, which is in Mexico. It is so adorable. It has like a dolphin, I think. I don't know. Maybe with something else. But yeah, it says Los Cabos, Mexico. this is what it says on the bottom. If you see it, it is so cute. I got a keychain for my friend. It's also a dolphin. I also have a skull that I got it for myself. It is really beautiful. I can actually grab it. So let me find it. Okay, I have it. This is a magnet. I actually got this at the souvenir shop. It is really amazing. You can actually get this stuff at the souvenir shop in Mexico. So, if anyone in Mexico watching this live streaming, I hope you guys are, watching this. This is what I got. So, if anyone in America wanted, go to Cabo St. Lucas and you can find a bunch of souvenir shops. There's downtown Cabo. You can go get some food. I got like a salad because I was raised to eat salads. So we've got everything we wanted. Drinks, a little bit of snacks, out to eat like salads, very healthy food. On Friday or Saturday or something, we actually went to the Italian restaurant in Cabo. Something to do like with the grill, whatever. They've got salads. They have spaghetti if you guys wanted. It's really amazing. So there's also a bakery, Cabo Bakery, and there's also London Cafe. It's really awesome. We've got ice cream there, a mall, a Walmart, like a grocery store, something like that. Tacos Gus restaurant on the left. It's right by the boats. It's really cool. We just walked around and explored and basically just hung out. Like on our last day on a Sunday, on the 14th, which is 2 days ago, we saw everything and we decided to stay in. I mean, we had breakfast, we had lunch, we had dinner, and we walked around a little bit, but not too much because we were preparing to pack our stuff and get ready to check out on December 15th, which is yesterday. We actually got checked out, everything. So when you go to Cabo, the water down there, it's really bad. You do not want to drink it. The only thing you have to drink is bottled water every time. Because if you use a sink, it's going to be bad. It'll make you sick. So please, if you go to Cabo, St. Lucas, and check in at the Fairfield Hotel in Cabo, and Medano Beach is 10 minutes away from the hotel. If you get that water from an actual freaking sink, it'll make you very sick. So please avoid that and be aware of it. All you have to do is get bottled water, use it to drink your water, and brush your teeth with it. So they don't have fridge in your room. You don't have a freaking microwave in your room. Everybody speaks Spanish. Some speak English, but still. Anyway, but yeah, so we had fun in Cabo. We might come back in, I don't know, 5 or 6 years, but it might be changed a bit, but I don't know. So, and I want you guys, please continue on checking out this video if you want to. So I'm about to work on this episode right now, like on this new ghost story. So this is still season 3. It's episode 64, and the name of the story right now, it is called The Train That Skipped the Station. I'm not even sure how that's going to be, but let's find out as I read this ghost story. So, without any further ado, please click like, share, and subscribe. Just sit back, relax, and let's get this started on this ghost story. Oh, and before that, we made it home safely last night, and the Uber guy almost left the airport when we got back to Omaha. We called, and he said he was there, but we couldn't find his car. So we asked the security guard to help us find where our Uber guy would be. And he said it's D3 on the south side. So we went there. We called an Uber or Lyft, and we finally got our ride. Sorry about that. But yeah, so we finally got back to our apartment, and we reunited with our kitty, Tally, our little tabby, like brown tabby, little Tally cat. She was so happy to see us. We were happy to see her, and now we're not going anywhere until 2028. So in 2028, Chris and I will be going to Frankfurt, Germany for 2 days. There's a lot of paranormal activity going on. And then afterwards, we're going to Azerbaijan to see my actual family. So be ready for that, but it's 3 years away. We're staying here right now because we're not going anywhere for a while. So we're done traveling until 2028. So let me get a little drink because my throat gets a little dry and then I sound pretty weird. I need to stay hydrated, guys. So yeah. So let's get started on this episode. Just please click like, share, and subscribe, and you can continue on TikTok. Like, follow me on TikTok and on Instagram. I want to say thank you guys for subscribing. So I have about 24 subscribers. Please continue doing that. This is Ghosting with Anya on live streaming on YouTube. So let's get started. This is season 3, episode 64. Please sit back, relax, get something to drink and eat some snacks, and listen very carefully. And just please click like, share, and subscribe. So let's get started on this story. The Train That Skipped the Station. Story number 13. Thomas rode the night train home every Friday. Same car, same seat, same dull hum of the rails. But one night, the train didn't stop. It sped past his station, then the next, then the next. That's a little strange, but this is what happens in the story, so let's keep going. The other passengers sat silent, eyes forward. He asked where they were going. No one spoke. The lights flickered, and in that brief darkness, their faces blurred into shadows. I really hate when this thing does that to me. Sorry about that, guys. Through the window, the landscape was gone, replaced by a field of flickering lights like stars under the earth. The conductor passed by humming a slow tune and whispered, "No one gets off after dark." When Thomas finally forced the doors open, there was no track beneath the train, just an ocean of black water reflecting the moon and his reflection waving goodbye. That is crazy. If I were on that train, I would be freaking out. But for Thomas, man, good thing he forced his doors to be open so he can get the hell out of the train, because he's freaking out because he has no idea what's going on the train. The conductor said that nobody gets off the train after dark because something spooky is going on there. Maybe Thomas has no idea what's happening. Maybe they were replaced by something dark, like demonic somehow. So let's go with the questions. It is kind of creepy, so let's get started before I sign off. Was Thomas's train a media for time or eternity? I think it's probably because it might be both. But Thomas, he has no idea what's happening. He's still processing of what has been said from the conductor. So it might be something to do like a time loop, maybe. Thomas has no idea what's happening. This is the reason why he's probably going to decide that he's never going to take a train ever again, or whatever it's going to happen. But yeah, Thomas needs to figure out how to avoid all this thing. So why did the passengers accept the endless ride? Maybe it's because they were desperate somehow. They wanted to get home, but something went cuckoo. So somehow something was replaced. Maybe they were tricked. I think they were tricked. Thomas wanted to get out, but somehow he was tricked into staying after dark. But even though he wanted to get out so he can get home safely, and Thomas was somehow tricked by something, and I don't really know, but the reason why, maybe it's probably because something demonic was doing something stupid, I guess. But, what does "no one gets off after dark" really imply? Maybe it's because something evil is taken over, I guess. Like if you go outside after dark, something terrible could happen. I don't know. People disappear. People have been found lifeless or something, or like replaced by something that's not quite human, something like that. Maybe that's why. So I'm guessing that something is demonic, something bad could happen, like not safe to be outside in the dark. But if it were myself and my boyfriend, we would probably figure out a way to get home safe. So we decided not to walk anywhere around after dark, like not the safe part, but we decided to call an Uber or Lyft. So when we got our ride, he took us home and we got there safe. Everything is normal. So nothing bad happened to us. So we got home safe. We were fine. But nothing, any creepiness happened. But good thing we found our way home. But for Thomas, it might not be any safer. I think maybe he should get his own car, like to drive himself home. Something like that, just to be safer. But I say maybe like, I don't know, if like to protect himself, he should, I don't know, have something to wear so he will not get taken away from something that's not human. All right, let's go to number 4. Could the train be crossing into memory instead of distance? Yes, I think the train is probably going back to the beginning when it happened. It's probably in a time loop somehow. And this is exactly what Thomas was trying to avoid, but somehow he was tricked. I think the train is in a time loop, like in a memory, like stuck somewhere, but this is what actually happened. So for Thomas, he needs to figure out how to escape the time loop and get to his final destination, like to his stop, so he can go home and get some sleep and do it again when he goes to work or something like that. Why did his reflection stay behind? Well, probably because he didn't want to. His reflection wants to be its own person. That is the reason why his reflection refused to leave. So, when Thomas looked at his reflection, he was not quite sure what was happening in the reflection. It's like he was moving, but his reflection was like standing still or something like that. I think it was something demonic, maybe about to possess him. So I think Thomas should find a safe place, like move to a safer place where no horrible things would happen, like any hunting stuff. But Thomas needs to figure out a way to find a safer place to live, maybe closer to his work, so he doesn't have to deal with all this paranormal stuff, like time loop or getting stuck on a train after dark, that sort of thing. How does routine become a quiet form of haunting? Well, it's probably because spirits are always haunting the place where it happened. Excuse my voice. The reason why ghosts haunt the place where they died is because they need to find out a lot more, get closure, get justice, and figured out how to move on. The haunting is a routine. It's like a job for spirits. Literally, like say if I were a ghost and I would go to the same place where it happened, I would continue haunting. It's like same job every freaking day or night. It's a routine. It's you get used to it, and things just go on for eternity, for literally over billions of years. But it's obviously spirits just quit complaining about it, quit escaping, so they just get used to it. I mean, when Chris and I went to Madonna Beach last week, we've got enough evidence. I recorded everything. We spoke to the dead, and they responded to us with the ocean waves. That's how we got the answers. And the reason why they're haunting the beach is because they're trapped there. They can't find a way out. They can't move on unless they figure out, unless we help them find a way to move on. But it's fine during the day, but when it's nighttime, everything becomes very paranormal. Okay. It just happens a lot. So we've got enough evidence. All right, let's go to the last one before I sign off. And then tomorrow we'll be doing another podcast, like another episode. If you realized you'd missed your stop in life, would you jump? Yes. I would want to get off the train and find a safe place and like go home and never take the train ever again. Like if you missed it, you have to figure it out. You have to get the conductor to stop the train at your stop so you can get home safe and sound instead of staying on the train. You have to say something. Don't be silent. You have to use your voice. Figure out how to get the conductor to stop the train so you can get out. You can jump if you want to. You have to figure out how to get off the train safely instead from like hurting yourself. But literally, you've got to say something instead of being silent and being controlled. But you've got to figure out how to stand up for yourself. Maybe jump, but safely. Okay, so it is 2:08. It's December 16th. So yeah. We are out of time. So thank you guys for tuning in and thank you for listening to my experience at Cabo San Lucas, Mexico for vacation. So and excuse my weird voice because maybe I haven't been hydrating enough. So let me drink something. Anyway, yeah. So sometimes my voice just becomes dry, like whatever reason it is. So we are out of time. So thank you guys for watching this video. This video is only about 27 minutes right now. I'm about to sign off. So stay tuned for the next episode, which is tomorrow, Wednesday, December 17th. We'll be doing the whispering paintings. Something to do with spirits trapped in the paintings, so whispering, trying to figure out how to move on or whatever, trying to communicate with the dead. So thank you guys, and please continue following me here on YouTube video, and you can follow me on TikTok. Please click like, share, and subscribe. Please continue doing that, and we'll see you next time on episode 65. So we are getting closer to episode 70. This is a real thing, and I will keep you all updated when our next thing comes up. So yeah, so please click like, share, and subscribe. I just want to let you guys to have a great happy holidays for you all, and stay safe, stay spooky if you guys want to, but have fun, and we'll see you next time, and have a happy Christmas. So please click like, share, subscribe, follow me on TikTok and on Instagram. You can check my profile on TikTok. You can see what we've been doing. We've been putting pictures and videos. We've been posting them a lot. My boyfriend is on Facebook. You can see his Facebook page there's pictures of myself and Chris. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. The whispering paintings. So please click like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Happy Christmas and stay safe. Bye.